backing them. I mean, just completely backing them. So they are definitely pushing themselves to the next level, and we're seeing it here. I mean, I feel like every single week we're going to see Serenity keep getting better and better and better. So this is going to be really cool.
Yeah, this is the previous Lemonade Stand roster. We saw them take second place in week 34, so we're definitely expecting some big things for them here
Yep.
in week 35.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they can get at least to the grand finals 2 weeks in a row, hey, that's really nice.
It's a pretty big performance, but we are actually moving in onto Bind. We're taking a little bit of a break from Ascent, and we will have some teleporter action coming through for this one, actually.
Hey, it's going to be really nice to get off Ascent. We've seen a lot of Ascent today. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that our first match of the day was on Bind. So it's kind of funny how, I mean, the first match that I casted today was on Bind, and now I'm back on the cast.
Now you're back on Bind.
So it's Bind again.
You didn't get any of that Ascent coming through that Barrio and I had to deal with for so many games in a row.
Yeah.
But we will be having that pistol round here very shortly. We'll go over those lineups here also, and I'm very excited for this matchup, Teal Seam versus Serenity.
This is going to be a really good one. It's going to be really fun to watch. I don't think we've seen much of either of these teams on, Bind, so I'm hoping to see that some pretty ridiculous teleporter action. I don't know if you saw the clip on Twitter, Bump, but there was a clip of someone able to get their recon dart from Sova
shooting from hookah
into the actual teleporter room.
It was gross.
Oh, that's so good. I hope we see stuff like that, because there was a moment where a Phoenix was stuck in the teleporter room, and I was like, please, Sova, just do the dart, please.
Do the dart. I think that dart would be so hard to just practice and get it consistently. You would definitely just have to go and sit for half an hour and just shoot the same dart over and over and over and over. We have a little bit of a delay, so we'll be into this game here shortly. Sorry about that, but we are very excited to get you this pistol round and very excited to get into this big top 8 matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we're hearing some footsteps, and they're just kind of shooting at each other, just having fun. All right, the clock is running down, so it looks like we are going to be jumping into this. Teal Seam versus Serenity. Teal Seam, on their side, we do see the pretty much standard Sova, Omen, and Cypher, but in terms of their duelists, we do see the Phoenix and the Race.
Yeah, and we see for Serenity have Omen, Phoenix, Sova, Raze, and Jet. Actually, no Cypher coming through for that lineup.
Wow. And 3 duelists, too. We've been seeing this a lot on kind of pop up in this scene here, so that's going to be really fun to watch, especially with all the, oh my goodness, what is going on there?
And Atlas about to find himself that Raze. Justanova versus Atlas going on there in Lamps, and there is always someone in Lamps. Justanova winning out on that battle, pushing in onto Bones, but Bones forcing him up into him with that paint shell. Really good use of that grenade.
Yeah, that was fantastic use of the grenade. I mean, getting it into the perfect position to be able to push Atlas back towards him, and a nice little classic right click, which everyone loves, that's for sure.
And I love the maneuvering that we saw come through for Serenity. They've had Justanova make so much noise on the A side, and while they planted on B, Sim with a big 3K was actually able to pick up those 2 members of Teal Seam that pushed in onto him. And Arctic all by himself here trying to make something happen, but Root finishing things off.
Wow, a clean take of a sight from Serenity. Got themselves a beautiful first round. I mean, 4 members left alive, especially with Justanova making tons of noise on the A site. It's turning out to be a pretty fun one.
Yeah, he did a very good job of making Teal Seam think that the action would be happening at B that round. I mean, at A rather. It's made a ton of noise at A and just bought so much time.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. They had already taken control of Elbow. I mean, there's no way that Teal Seam could have won that round unless they just absolutely aimed them. But this time, it looks like there's going to be a little less of a subtle push.
Oh my goodness, look at that grenade damage onto the Sova. Justanova moving in, trying to get some shots down, able to finish off Tyrell. Barely there, but now Root moving in. Trying to pick up Sim here on the side. Oh no. My goodness. You know, sometimes you just have to swap over to that secondary. Atlas finishing one off through the wall. Gets picked up by Root there. We're in the 3v3, and the health bars of Serenity are so low.
Yeah, they're not being subtle at all. Serenity has got the site, but their health pool is so dang low.
They have a combined 50 health.
That's disgusting.
40 HP on Root. 6 on Justinova. Justinova able to pick himself up a kill there. And that should buy them enough time to get this plant down on the B. Arctic got to find one member there, does have the location revealed, and 2v2 Serenity at least able to get that spike down.
Yeah, I mean, this won't be too hard of a retake. I mean, if they could get a paint shells or some utility out onto these members of Serenity, it would be so easy for Teal Team, but no, Root is here. Oh, barely misses some of the shots. Bones finishes it off for another round for Teal Team. First round, excuse me.
Yeah, Bones had significantly more HP than Justinova there, so things not looking they were going to go over in Justinova's favor.
Yeah, no. When you have 6 HP and you're facing 2 people, it's pretty tough.
6 HP, a stinger and a dream. Trying to clutch that round out, but Teal Team able to even things back up. We are at 1-1 now.
It looks like the way that Serenity's set up here is just definitely going to be a much slower round. I mean, they know that there's going to be some guns on both sides, so they're going to try and take it slow, get some picks, and hopefully move in on a site. But this time, it looks like Teal Team is getting pretty aggressive towards that ult orb on B long. But no, we're slowly going around, getting some feelers out. Justinova and the Phoenix might actually see each other on A side, but no, the Phoenix moved off. And
yep, just doing a little bit of early game dancing, trying to figure out where everyone is. Trying to get as much intel across the map as they can. Serenity, a lot of damage coming through off the back of that paint shells. And we've seen, who is the raise there for Teal Team? Whoever that raise is performing so well with those paint shells. Woo. Pushing in is Justinova, taking down Atlas, and Serenity might be able to get a clean plant onto A here. Fletcher all by himself up top, and definitely has his work cut out for him right now.
Yeah, he's getting a little aggressive through that smoke. I thought he was going to try and actually push out and get some info, but it's a good thing he didn't, because Serenity has his number down right now. Justinova peeking up there. We do have a showstopper. Are we going to see it? I don't know. There's a lot of deaths there in Lamps.
Yep, Bones is that raise that I was talking about earlier. Been doing so well with his paint shells. Fletcher all by himself now in this 1v2. Spike is down, and a nice satchel coming out. Will knock Fletcher towards Justinova, and Justinova finishing things off.
It's really funny to see like the X-ray vision and see the, you know, the satchel pack go straight up. That was really fun.
Yeah, fun to have that that see-through walls angle that we get sometimes. Sometimes very confusing, but right there, fun to see. Have some requests coming through for some guns, and it looks like Teal Team going to now be on an economy round.
Yeah, they're going to have to. They lost a pretty important round of them kind of buying out, you know, some stingers, a bulldog, and losing out on that one. So they are going to try and get some econ back with these sheriffs. Hopefully take some guns out of the hands of Serenity. That was actually really well placed shock dart, and hopefully that's going to put them into a position to be able to, I mean, ruin some of the health pool.
Yeah, only gets a little bit of damage down, but Sim now popping that run it back, moving in, and he knows that there's always someone in Lamps. He hears my pains. Justinova popping that showstopper, able to get that kill onto Fletcher, and so many kills going over now for Serenity. Brock able to pick up that shock dart kill, and Root popping off. Oh my goodness.
Looking so clean right now. Tyrell had no chance. Oh my goodness, Justinova all the way over there. I mean, he was checking out through that CT little link there. But jeez.
Yeah, it looks like he went hookah just into CT spawn, and wow.
Well, it's working out for them.
Yeah, Serenity not playing around so far. We have another one of those situations where we have a member sitting at 0-2 just because their teammates are popping off.
Yeah.
7-2 right now on Justinova, 6-1 on Root. Root has those blades available for himself. We saw 2 ultimates get popped in the last round, and I love all of the early ultimates that we've been seeing recently.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a very interesting setup from Serenity. They Perfect time for Teal Team to grab that ult orb. It's going to run it back over to the Phoenix. So that's going to be a really, really clutch ultimate in this situation here. Justanova knows that Lamps is free for now. It's going to actually take lamp control, and that in itself, Brock again with the shock darts.
Taking down Atlas with those shock darts. Bones is such a monster with these paint shells. Root was at least able to get himself that kill onto Tyrell before he falls. Arctic moving in, trying to find Bones. Has one more member on his backside. I don't think he knows that Arctic is there.
Now he does. He got some shots taken off him, but Brock has just been so integral in this entire round. Sim having a little hard time here. Actually going to grab the spike and going to go through that teleporter, and is being chased down by the Sova. He's going to turn around. Brock waiting with some utility. This is a tough retake for Arctic.
Yeah, Arctic, not sure what he's going to be able to do in this one, but we've seen crazier clutches come out before Choice, so it is definitely doable, but a very hard play here.
Yeah, absolutely. The health pool is low on Serenity at the moment. He only needs a couple of well-placed shots. He is going to send the curveball out. It's going to be a really tough moment for Arctic, and no, he is taken down by Sim, and that's another round for Serenity.
Yeah, both of those members of Serenity were both within headshot levels of dying. So he just needed 2 good shots there, but not able to finish things off. 7-2 on Root, 7-3 on Justanova. Serenity looking so clean right now, Choice. I'm not sure what you do right now if you're Teal Team.
Well, number one is use all those ults. They've got a really good bank of ults going on right now. If they can actually utilize those in a really cohesive way, man, they could really deter any sort of push from Serenity, even with Sheriffs.
Yeah, and unfortunately, some of those ults now are only ready because we're in the 5th round and there's been 5 deaths to come through for... It looks like we had a pause as the walls were getting ready to fall, so it looks like the walls are gone because we're paused on 1.
What are the odds?
That is, that's wild. So we do have a technical pause coming through. We will have more info about that in just a second. Hopefully we will be back in, but I think this is exactly what you need if you're Teal Team. Definitely shuts down the momentum, gives you a little bit of time to think, and hopefully will give them a little bit of time to clear their mental.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes, you know, you're in the middle of a match and the urge just...
Yep, looks like we had an emergency bathroom break, so we will be,
I need a draw.
Could you imagine with 1 second left? Please, guys, pause.
Please. Guys, I gotta go.
Well, they are going to be here in just a second, right back into this next round. But my goodness, Serenity, they are looking so clean right now, and they're kind of pulling off some. They're pulling off some pretty ridiculous stuff to shut down Teal Team, who looked strong earlier today.
Yeah, some of these movements that we're seeing, very aggressive positioning coming through from Justanova, coming through from Root, and Justanova is definitely one of those guys that will double satchel into you.
Yeah, he's got the ego peaks on lock, 100%.
I love how the walls are actually gone because of when they paused it.
Yeah.
Like, they can't move through it, but visually they're gone. That's really funny.
Looks like they're actually counting down themselves. There it is, back into it. Recon Dart's going to come out. It's actually going to get a ton of really valuable information there. It's going to spot out at least one member. Teal Team,
starting things off, getting that pick onto Sim, and Teal Team benefiting from that little bit of a pause, coming back with that first blood. And now we have the run it back, getting popped by Atlas. An easy plant coming through from Serenity. They got that spike down, and Atlas just gets his ultimate wiped out. Root on the side, trying to back himself out, able to get the kill onto Atlas is Bang. Brock able to get himself one before he falls there. Tyrell with a really excellent shot there from that Sheriff.
Justanova, though, sneaking in through showers, actually gets taken down. Oh my goodness, traded out, though. It is a 1v1 situation. Bang has all to do to win this one, has that rifle, takes down Bones, and my goodness, what a round.
Yeah, Bones goes for the pros don't fake strat, but Bang was just around the corner, able to get that headshot off onto him, and we saw some ultimates come through from Teal Team. Things were looking encouraging there for a second, but Serenity was given a free plant onto A, and then Teal Seam had to respond to things. Teal Seam needs to be a little bit better about making sure those free plants just don't go over to Serenity.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, they took lamps and shower control almost instantaneously, and Teal Seam had 2 members in showers trying to get that ult orb. But, I mean, Serenity were already completely on site.
Did an excellent job of moving themselves in there. We have a teleport coming out, and that is Teal Seam teleporting into elbow there. Fletcher with that teleport able to get himself a kill off the back of it. Serenity has members falling. Fletcher able to get himself 1 more before he falls. This is a 4v4 now. Hunter's Fury coming through from... Oh, man.
The teleport to A, though.
Yeah, another free A plant coming through here for Serenity. So much fighting going on the B side, and that is a hat getting thrown down. Oh, my goodness. Brock able to capitalize on that kill with onto Bones there, and Bang about to find himself a really excellent angle. Beautiful kill there, taking down Arctic. Turns the flash, gets the kill onto Atlas. Bang is popping off.
Oh my goodness.
That turn choice, it was beautiful.
It was so beautiful. Tyrell, though,
finally able to get that revenge kill onto Bang. Serenity in a 1v1 now. Oh, he didn't even...
Yep.
Wow. Brock able to get that kill. 6 rounds now for Serenity. I believe that's 5 in a row for them.
Yep.
Wow. Choice Serenity is looking unstoppable.
I gotta say, last week, one thing that I said was, I mean, even though like this is a high frag potential team, I had a feeling that they weren't gonna look like super cohesive throughout last week. And what I said they needed to do was just get some more time under the belt, get some real good plays in their playbook, and I am seeing it this week. It is showing right now, 6-1. Those plays, some of these retakes are looking so buff and really, like you said, unstoppable.
Yeah, I think this is the difference that we're seeing between teams that VOD review and teams that VOD review effectively, because Serenity really overcoming some of their own weaknesses here. They pop that running back, moving in through Hookah. Justin Nova gets taken down by Bones, making it a 4v3, but Teal Seam still with that disadvantage. Hunter's Fury coming through, gonna try to find that member, won't be able to find any hits so far. 1 more shot left and no damage coming out from that Hunter's Fury. Bones able to pick up that kill onto Bang, and that is the spike down 3v3 now, and Teal Seam looking the best that they have in the last 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh no, but Bones didn't even watch the spike. Root able to take down Bones there. Things were looking encouraging there for a second, and immediately Teal Seam just gets demolished. 3K coming through there for Root, and Fletcher all by himself now.
Yeah, this is a tough situation for Fletcher. I mean, you got 3 solid members, Serenity alive. Fletcher takes down Root. That is his best chance here. It is a 1v2 situation. He does have a lot of health taken down, but my goodness, he has to reload. This is going to be tough. The curveball comes in, and that's probably it for Fletcher.
Yeah, beautiful play coming through. Curveball able to clip Fletcher there, and Sim following up on his own flash. Serenity 6 in a row now. They are looking very clean. Looking like they are just trying to speed run to grand finals.
Yes, they are. This is the quarterfinals. They have 1 more match after this, but like you said, they are speed running for that grand finals run again for the 2nd week in a row.
Yep, trying to get themselves into that top 4, then to the grand finals. Definitely doable for them the way they're looking so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Still on, they are on the attacker side, which is the...
Oh no, and that was... It's just an econ round now for Teal Seam. I believe it's just SMGs. We have a judge here for Arctic, but... Oh no. Root moves in around that side. I don't know what to say about Serenity. They're just playing so aggro, and I love it. They're just not in places that you expect them to be. Right. Why was Root there?
Right. He did the super aggro push. What? What happened? What happened?
I don't think he knew that Justin Nova was there.
No, he didn't even move his like crosshair at all.
I have no idea. Maybe it was a connection issue. Maybe, yeah, we're in a pause now, so I think it's a connection issue.
Oh no, poor Tyrell. super unfortunate situation there where, I mean, you input something on your keyboard and then it just kind of keeps going.
It's like, what? No,
And then all of a sudden you're dead. Really unfortunate situation there, but it looks like the clock is running back down. It is 8-1 in the favor of Serenity. They are on the attacker side on Bind, and that is a stat line you want to be on the attacker side. But once again, they have 3 duelists. So I don't know how well it's going to be on the defense side, but I mean, with the way they're looking.
But I mean, with 3 Sentinels on the defense side right now, how's that working out? Justinova starting off with the double satchel into the Rockets, getting that kill onto Arctic, starting things off, and immediately a 5v3. Fletcher all by himself will get wiped out there. Tyrell at least able to get that 1 kill onto Brock. Things not looking super encouraging. Bang with a quick 1-tap onto Bones. This is Tyrell all by himself, at least able to get 2 quick kills there. But Root finishing things off. Big 3K coming through there for Tyrell.
And a nice spray transfer as well. Those feel pretty darn good when you hit those nice and clean. I mean, the 2 members he took down had low health already, but still a nice clean spray transfer from Tyrell. Hopefully they can keep this momentum. I mean, like, they're taking some members of Serenity out in these last couple of rounds, but they're just not able to finish it out completely, and that is kind of a rough situation for Teal Team.
Yeah, it's super unfortunate. They just keep dropping members right as rounds start. Bones with this rocket. Oh my goodness, beautiful dash coming through for Root. Does get picked up by the rocket, sorry, by the rifle there, but dodges the rocket.
Joke's over. You're dead.
So Justinova used the satchel to get up there, but forgot that he didn't buy another one, I think.
So he leaped down, tried to satchel again, and didn't have one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wait, he had one?
I think you mean.
Well, he said no more charges left, so maybe.
I think you mean Bones, not.
Oh yeah, excuse me. Right.
Yeah, that's
not
why
just Bones.
that's the confusion you were having.
Yeah, brain, no brain good today.
Embarrassing.
But not for Atlas. His brain's going just darn fine.
And
nice
this is
one-tap.
exactly the round. Wow, Atlas just gets wiped, walks into that Phantom Barrel, gets taken off the map. Bang. If anyone can clutch this out, it's definitely Bang. Not able to get that kill to Bones, finishing him off. Beautiful shock dart coming through for Brock, trying to finish the round off, but Teal Team finally able to interrupt the flow of 8 in a row. They get themselves a 2nd point on the board.
Yeah. A desperately needed round for Teal Team right now. Took out some big guns out of the hands of Serenity. They're going to have to buy again. I mean, I'm sure their banks are just looking fine.
They won 8 in a row, Choice. Their economy is set for the next half.
Right.
But I was about to say, Teal Team really needs to focus on not losing members at the beginning and instead trying to get those initial picks for themselves. They're the ones that have been getting picked off at the beginning of rounds, and when that happens, they just lose immediately. So they need to focus on picking up Justinova. They need to focus on picking up Root at the beginning of these rounds and trying to catch Serenity off guard.
Absolutely. Atlas setting himself up for a nice push out here. He does have his ultimate. This might be where it happens.
Ooh. Atlas has been popping off in the last few rounds, able to get himself a 2nd kill. Root popping off. How is he alive, Choice?
I have no idea.
Able to get himself that 2nd kill. We are in a 3v3. Health bar is looking a little bit better for Teal Team, though.
Yeah, one thing I do have to say is, I mean, like, Serenity have just been so aggro. So aggro. They're just running up, getting some ridiculous picks. I mean, the 3 duelists, the triple duelist is just working out for Serenity right now. They're so aggro. They're getting the picks, they're getting the kills, and they're being in the right place at the right time.
And the 3 duelist actually enables them to play so aggro also. Oh, Brock will fall there to Fletcher. 1v2 now, and this is just Root all by himself here. Yeah. Ooh, got a little bit of damage down there. Fletcher has an idea of where Root is. Might be able to get this spike down. 1v1 now. Oh my goodness, almost finishes it off there. Root will fall to Fletcher. Fletcher clutching it out with 10 HP.
I mean, Root brought him down to 10 HP, so if he hit one more shot.
Or if he didn't hit leg, if he hit chest instead of leg, Fletcher would be dead.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, what a half for Serenity, looking buff right now, 9-3, and hopefully on the switch, Teal Team can really string together some momentum in their favor. But it's looking like it's Serenity's game right now.
Yeah, at this point, if you are a Teal team, you don't have any room to work with. You pretty much just have to keep winning rounds. If you give Serenity any room to work with, they'll just be able to finish the game.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be another super aggro push from Serenity. You've got Omen and Justinova over there. And 4 members on A. This is the right call from Serenity. They're making tons of noise. Atlas comes in with that curveball. It's not going to hit anybody this time. But it looks like they're trying to get that hookah and showers control. Oh my goodness, but no. Serenity, too good right now.
Bones able to get himself a second kill before he falls there to Sim. Sim trying to do what he can. Has no more utility to heal himself. Has one more curveball, but that is about it. Teal team need to get this spike down. And this is Brock all by himself now.
Take flight.
This is a good situation for Teal team,
my
but no.
God. It was a good situation for Teal team. Then that shock dart happened. Now they have an idea of where Brock is, but the HP for Arctic not looking great. Great recon dart. Won't reveal Arctic quite yet.
Oh, the jumping right click is just too buff in this game right now.
Yeah, it's really good. Because if you jump the right click at the right angle, it just makes all 3 bullets headshot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gross. Beautiful play there, Serenity. Things were definitely looking good for Teal team for a second, but if there's one thing we've seen this game, I think like half of his kills for Brock have been shock dart kills.
Yes.
The dude is a monster with these shock darts. He's been finding these angles, and if he's alive, you need to watch the sky.
Yeah. Shock dart's too strong. Brock.
Shock dart too strong. Please nerf.
Yeah. Oh, Brock's in a scary position here now. It does get some damage out, but no, he is taken down by Bones. This is huge. This is the B site completely sent over to Teal team. Serenity do have a lot of work.
Root moving in through B long might find himself a nice flank here. They're finally sending someone to look for him, but they don't even look at the right time. Root still alive, moving himself in, and a couple members hanging out in elbow. Sim trying to make something happen. Bones able to get a kill. Atlas gets another one. Bones with a 3K to finish things off. Teal team pick up a round.
A much needed round. Indeed, they're probably going to try to force as much as possible. I mean, you are going to see a Vandal on Root. 19-9. Root is just going...
He's a monster.
Going crazy right now. He does have the Vandal with 0 shield at the moment, so that is kind of a scary moment, especially if you're Jet, because Jet loves to just jump around, get inside, get up in your face, you know?
I actually really question the no shield. The shields feel so impactful, especially in the earlier game when you're playing with SMGs that do so much less damage than just the pure rifle. Even a light shield can buy you 2 more bullets.
Right. Look at, again, Serenity just getting up in the face of Teal team right now. Atlas is going to take down Justinova. That is a nice big pick for the side of Teal team. It is a 5v4 situation. Teal team have the wherewithal right now to win this round.
Yeah, and Teal team saw how beneficial it was for, oh no, Root takes a little bit of damage off of his own team satchel, and with that lack of shield, it makes even more impactful there. Teal team just demolishes Serenity. Brock all by himself here. Definitely has his work cut out for him here, and I think he's just going to try to get some exit frags.
Right thing to do in this situation, but no, Arctic is going to take him down before that happens. That's 2 rounds in a row on the side of Teal's team, so hopefully they can, like I said earlier, they can use this momentum to keep them moving forward.
Yeah, well, Teal team saw how aggro Serenity was playing, saw how well it was paying off for them, and they're trying it for themselves. And the last 2 rounds, it has been working. Even at the beginning of the first round that we saw, the one that did go over to Serenity, it was looking very good for a while for Teal team. They're playing so aggro. They're just moving onto the point and getting the spike down as soon as they can.
Yeah, it was really fun to cast with Bemi earlier today because they have been doing a lot of the Asia tournaments this past couple of months. So he was, they were telling me about like kind of the way that Asia server plays, and it's super aggressive. They just run at each other and just get frags constantly.
Yeah, I work overnight, so I watch a lot of Korean play, and the Koreans play so wild. It's so much fun to watch. Atlas with a 3K trying to make it a 4K, pop it off. Atlas just denying Serenity solo-handed.
Give him the ace. Give him the ace.
Make him earn it. Make him earn it, Sim.
Yeah. He is getting
If Sim
super
kills
aggressive.
him, it's going to be so funny if Sim kills Atlas right here. Oh my goodness. Ace coming through for Atlas, popping off. 5 kills for him, keeping his team in the game.
Wow.
Yeah, big play coming through for Sim, making him #2 on his team's, I'm sorry, for Atlas rather, but Atlas still #2 on his board, but
Yep.
gets himself that run it back available. I mean, you've got to be feeling good off the back of an ace.
Yeah, seriously. I was going to say earlier, he was 3 and 11 earlier. He was just not having a good time on the defender side, but now that we are on the attacker side, almost immediately puts himself back up onto the leaderboard, doing some crazy stuff right now. Sim, though, pulling some weird stuff on his own.
Oh no, if that ultimate expires, he is screwed.
Yeah. Oh, this is rough.
Yeah. Bad place to pop the ultimate there. Big push coming through here for Teal Seam. The rocket gets popped, but Justin Nova just gets taken down. Bang, able to find himself one more on the side. Bang is so low. He is at 6 HP. Might be able to find himself some more, but they know where he is now. And, oh, Atlas pushing in onto him. Atlas has been performing so well in the second half.
Yeah, this is tough. Like, I don't know, just a tough look for Serenity at the moment. Having a hard time picking up some rounds in the second half on the defender side. Like I was kind of predicting it. Triple duelist on defender side. I mean, although can be strong if you do get those frags, the problem is you have to get those frags, and it's been tough for Serenity on this half so far to pop those off. And I mean, we are seeing some full buys now from Serenity, so hopefully they could keep that momentum up. But Teal Team keeping their own momentum and going. I mean, going huge.
Yeah, it's still fighting, not ready to give up this game quite yet. And, I mean, after 4 in a row, you've got to start to feel good, especially considering that it was 8 in a row for Serenity in the last game. I'm sorry, in the last half, rather.
Yeah.
But I think if you are Serenity, you just need to realize the type of plays that Teal Team has tried to make. They've been pushing really hard on either A short or B long. And they just move in and get the spike down as soon as they can and try to catch Teal Team off guard. I'm sorry, catch Serenity off guard, rather.
Yeah, I think one thing that we saw from Serenity that worked pretty darn well was sending Root on the really long flank.
Yeah.
Went all the way around to T side spawn, went up through B long, and was able to get some pretty crazy stuff going on there. So I don't know if that could be the answer for this, but Justin Nova is in Lamps by himself with this judge. Hopefully he's going to pick up something pretty huge, but Root himself picks up Bones, and that's going to be a nice big pick.
Yeah, starting to go off onto Bones. Justin Nova giving up that intel with the audio of getting hit by the shock dart, but it doesn't even matter. Arctic couldn't pull his rifle up fast enough, pays for it with his life.
Again, here we go. We're seeing the long rotation from one of the members of Serenity, and that's going to be really huge for them.
Root hanging out in Lamps, doing the best that he can. Sim takes down Fletcher. Bang takes down Atlas, and that is Serenity finally getting another point on the board. Things were looking very iffy there for a while, but finally able to get that opening pick onto Bones that was by Root. And when they're able to get those opening picks, looking a lot more encouraging.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin Nova going pretty aggro in Lamps as well. Knew that the Owl drone was coming out from really close. Actually used that intel to push out, get a pick, and then go back into Lamps before the other member of Teal Team was able to take him down. But like I said, they had someone slowly rotating from the backside, and that really kind of completed the round for Serenity. They need to be able to, I don't know, just find those moments that they can long con it.
Root starting things off again, second first blood in a row. Sim finds another kill onto Bones, and that is 2 quick kills going over to Serenity, trying to get themselves to that match point and trying to get themselves into that top 4 position.
Yeah, they're sending Root over to the hallway. This is going to be really tough for Teal Team. This Root is going to be looking real closely here. Man, they ego peeked that really hard. And Tyrell is just sitting here waiting.
Yeah, and if you're Teal Team, your decisions have got to be very hard to make at this point. Tyrell moving in, able to pick up that kill onto Sim. 3v4 now at the disadvantage, but a lot more doable. Root taking down Fletcher to start things off, but that operator is now off the board. Spike trying to go down here. Tyrell popping off, 3K coming through for him, trying to make the 4.
Oh, there it is. Brock was able to get the kill, and that's going to be huge for them. There's one member left alive. He is in the tube. Are they going to be able to clutch this out?
Oh, no. I thought Arctic planted.
No, he hasn't
He
planted yet.
started the plant earlier, and I thought he finished it out, but they decided to just fake it. Another fake coming through, and that is a Hunter's Fury. Justinova finishing things off, and that is now match point for Team Serenity. We had 4 rounds in a row come through for TLC, and things were looking so clean. The comeback was looking possible, and now Serenity looking like they're going to the top 4.
It's looking like it, Bump. Serenity looks so clean. Look at that run. That run just looks so dirty. Eight
in a row.
8 rounds in a row. That's just...
It feels good. It definitely feels good when you're on the beneficial side of that. When you're on the 8 losses in a row side, it definitely
does not
feels
feel
a
good.
lot worse. If there's one golden lining here for TLC, they do have 2 ultimates available. I'm sorry, 3 ultimates available. The other 2, I believe, will be up very shortly. Atlas about halfway to that run it back.
Ooh, a nice quick rotation from the Omen on the side of Serenity, getting himself into position. I feel like TLC need to back off and go towards B. This needs to be a hard B commit for them. They need to get that bomb as soon as possible and get on over to B. You've got Atlas here in showers waiting for any sort of rotation.
And that is all the members. Actually, I'm not sure if you... Wow, they saw them moving over to B, and they're pulling the trigger onto B anyway. We'll have to see how this pulls off. Oh, no, they just get wiped. Brock able to get himself 2 quick kills. Arctic able to get 1, but...
Oh, no,
I'm just
Bump.
really questioning that decision-making, that you saw them moving over to... Just unfortunate decision-making in that last round will give the game over to Serenity. They've played so well in that first half, and it just gave Teal Team such a momentous hill to climb.
Yeah.
Not able to finish that out, and Serenity looking like they might be grand finalists again. They'll have to get through that top 4 first, but it's definitely looking doable.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's kind of easy for us to say, oh, why didn't you rotate? I mean, for us, it's like, hey, everyone's on A, and why don't you commit to the B so I can see how they can want to play it a little bit slower. But I feel like in that moment where you have that much intel, you should have kind of committed to it. But Root is on top of it all, 25, 12, and 6. And just doing ridiculous stuff with that 353 combat score.
Yeah, I believe that's the highest one that we've seen today. And 25 and 12, both of these raises performing very well. Oh, actually, it was...
Root was on the Jet.
The
but
Jet, yes.
Getting some of those crazy op shots on the Jet. I mean, that 3 in a row, just run was ridiculous. So, I mean, fantastic. And GG's to both Teal Team and Serenity. Serenity is going to move on into the semifinals, and Teal Team is sadly out of the tournament this time. But, man, I mean, getting all the way up to the quarterfinals, they have been looking pretty fresh recently. So, hopefully they can keep working on themselves and keep coming back and showing off like some of their new stuff.
Yeah, they were looking very promising, just not able to get some of those little pieces put together. Congratulations to Serenity, though. That will go ahead and do it for me for this evening. Dilly will be in for me when we get back. We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break, and when we get back, we will have the top 4 for you, so don't go anywhere.